Gymnastics routines have become a bit repetitive and formulaic in the past decade, as most gymnasts perform the same range of skills, usually the ones with less room for deductions. So whether they don't fit properly in the composition, they're way too risky with not enough reward, or the likelihood of large deductions is high, we haven't seen the following elements in competition in a while. In this video, we'll take a look at super difficult skills no one is performing in 2022. Up until Simone Biles debuted the Yurchenko double pike, the Protonova vault was commonly acknowledged as the most difficult vault in women's gymnastics. Russian gymnast Yelena Protonova was the first woman to successfully perform it back in 1999, and only 12 years after it was added to the code, another female was able to land it in competition. It consists of a front handspring onto the vaulting table, followed by 2 front somersaults in a tucked position. The Protonova has been heavily downgraded in the last 12 years. It went from having a 7.1 start value in 2009 to a 6.0 in the current code. Back then, some gymnasts still felt encouraged to perform it. They could get a pretty decent score even with a fall due to the high difficulty level. But that might not be the case anymore. The full twisting ginger was way more popular 20 years ago, but the number of gymnasts performing it has vastly decreased. It consists of a salto backward stretched with 1.5 twists to hang on the high bar, and has a G rating. Although commonly referred to as the def in women's gymnastics, this name had its origin in men's gymnastics. It takes a huge amount of power and height to complete the 1.5 rotations, not to mention it's quite a risky element. German athlete Elisabeth Seitz took it out of her routine after hitting the bar during training, and consequently breaking her nose. The layout full mount consists of a round-off onto the springboard, followed by a salto backward stretched with a full twist to cross stand on beam. It's quite challenging to generate the proper height to maintain a straight body shape throughout the entire twist. The majority end up piking it at the end. Most gymnasts also choose not to start with such risky mounts, because falling on the first skill of the routine might mess them up mentally for the rest of the exercise. As of 2022, it has a G rating. Named after Chinese gymnast Mo Huilan, this release consists of a salto forward tucked over the high bar to hang. The list of gymnasts who have attempted this G-rated scaling competition is very short, and all of them were of Chinese nationality. It's considered one of the most technically demanding and dangerous elements in the code. Contrary to popular belief, the Mo salto is exempt from the empty swing deduction. But nonetheless, it still breaks the flow of the routine, and it's practically impossible to link it to another skill to generate connection bonus, which is why we haven't seen it in almost a decade. Which skill would you like to see performed more often?